Hey everybody, it's Baer, founder of Convince and Convert, fired up to be joining you at Working Digital with my friend Gary Ennis. Look, here's the deal. By 2020, a majority of customer buying decisions will be based not on price, but on customer experience. And one of the ways that we kind of get confused in business is I think we overcomplicate customer experience, right? We talk about it all the time. You read about it, you listen to podcasts about it. But here's the thing. Customer experience is just how we make our customers feel. It's just how we make them feel. And if you can exceed their expectations in one or more ways, they feel better, and that's where a great customer experience lives. When you fall short of their expectations, that's where a terrible customer experience lives. I'm going to tell you a story about a business that's not too far from my house. I'm in Bloomington, Indiana, shooting this video at home. 91 miles south of where I'm sitting right now is a town called Santa Claus, Indiana. It's called Santa Claus, Indiana, it really is. There are 4 things in Santa Claus, Indiana. 3 of those things are different kinds of corn. The 4th thing is Holiday World and Splash and Safari, which is a family-owned amusement park and water park. Now, they have some strategic disadvantages, like some of you may have. They're family-owned, they're in the middle of nowhere, and they're very small. So they're not, out spending anybody. They're not out websiting people. But what they do understand is how to exceed customer expectations and win as a result. Here they do it in 2 ways. You walk into Holiday World, you pay your money, you go through the turnstile. The first thing you see is a little hut, and you think, oh, this must be a restroom. But it's not a restroom. It is a free sunscreen station. Unlimited supplies of what I presume to be the cheapest possible sunscreen. It's probably North Korean surplus sunscreen, but it's totally free. And you've never seen a more slippery audience than at Holiday World because everybody's just lubed up with unlimited supplies of free sunscreen. You walk in a little farther, you see a second hut. You think, oh, this one must be the restroom, but it's not. It is a free soft drinks station all over the park. They have things called the Pepsi Oases, and it's free. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Fruit Punch, Root Beer, iced tea, Gatorade, all the drinks we drink here in America, all totally free. Now, I'm almost positive it's the same over there as it is here, that if you go to an amusement park, typically, any sort of public place like that, it's about 800 pounds for a tiny, tiny, tiny drink of soft drinks here, completely free, and people love it. Of all the amusement parks in the United States, and there are dozens and dozens, maybe even hundreds of them all over the country, it's a big place, as you know, the #1 amusement park in average rating on TripAdvisor.com, yours, of course, is TripAdvisor.co.uk. But here, the #1 amusement park in the country is not what you would know, Disneyland or Disney World or Universal Studios or any of those big corporate places. It is Holiday World and Splash and Safari, family owned in Santa Claus, Indiana. And if you go on that site and take any 2 reviews, you'll find that they've got thousands of 5-star reviews, and every single 5-star review mentions free sunscreen and free soda. All of the reviews mention free sunscreen and free soft drinks. That is the power of word of mouth. That's the power of exceeding expectations. Word of mouth is the most powerful and the most cost-effective way to get new customers. And what you have to do is something that customers want to talk about. See, same is lame. Doing things the same as everybody else in your industry, playing follow the leader, is not a recipe for success. Because if you're just trying to copy whoever else is good in your industry, you will never be better than second best. It's impossible. So understand that if you want to trigger word of mouth, if you want your customers to tell other people about your business, both online and offline, you have to give them something worth talking about. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give away free sunscreen, but you have to do something different. Look, I don't know everybody there. I wish I was with you. I don't know all of you. But I'll tell you one thing that none of you have ever said. Nobody has ever said, hey, let me tell you about this perfectly adequate experience I had last night. Nobody says that. We are wired as people to talk about things that are special and ignore things that are average. So what you're trying to do is get your customers to become volunteer marketers, to get your customers to send tweets, to get your customers to talk about you on Facebook, to get your customers to shoot videos about you, to get your customers to leave great reviews, to get your customers to tell their friends when they're at the market. That's how you build a business, not by advertising more, but by giving them something to talk about. In the US, word of mouth drives 19% of the entire economy, which is trillions of dollars, and about half of all consumer purchases are influenced by word of mouth. And in business to business, which I'm sure some of you are involved in, it's 91%. 91% of all B2B purchases are influenced by word of mouth. Here's the thing that is crazy. 100% of you care about word of mouth. 100% of you care about what people say about your business. 1% of you have a strategy for helping your customers create conversations. We all care about word of mouth, but we just assume it happens. We don't make it happen. So I'll leave you with this. And Gary, thank you for having me here. I dare you to be different. Do something special that your customers will remember and they will tell their friends both online and offline. That's how you build a business. Have a fantastic event. Thanks for having me. See you soon.